environmentalists protesting destruction of Lake Urmu and killing of South Azerbaijani Turks. South Azerbaijan always has been a prosperous and fertile land with hard-working and industrious Turkish inhabitation. At the turn of the century, Azerbaijan was called the food basket of the region, with Tabriz and Urmu at the center of South Azerbaijan was world famous in a commerce, prosperous economy, agricultural production and hard-crafted products. The land and eventually people of South Azerbaijan were adversely affected by coming to power by dated of Persian racists and specifically anti-Azerbaijan dictatorship of Reza Pahlavi. In 1920s and 30s, hundreds of thousands of South Azerbaijani Turks were forcibly moved to Persian-speaking province and areas of Iran, most of which were killed in opposition or vanished during the process of forced migration. Millions were put to process of forced assimilation. The foreign language and culture of Persian Turkish language was banned and very aspects of national prosperity of South Azerbaijan, such as economy, commerce, cultural, education and media were denied and prohibited. After 20 years of despotic anti-Turkish iron rule of Reza Pahlavi, he was deposed by world powers led by England and US. Anti-Azerbaijani policies of Iranian central government were followed by disposed king's sons until 1979. During the second Pahlavi's rule, more South Azerbaijani Turks lost their lands, lives, and their very identity. South Azerbaijani Turks suffered more, and their land and people were degraded in a very aspect of life. Step by step, the name of Azerbaijan was taken away from areas and province. Most of names of rivers, mountains, places, and cities were changed to Persian. Even naming children had to be non-Turkish. In short, South Azerbaijan was the Azerbaijanized and native, when native Turks were the Turkized systematically. In 1945, by popular uprising, South Azerbaijan declared its regional autonomy, and in one short year of semi-independence, many progress were achieved by the government of Prime Minister Bishwari in South Azerbaijan. In 1946, Iranian army occupied South Azerbaijan and burned most of crops, resulting in great starvation and depression, forcing more people out of their homeland. From 1946 until 1979, the so-called Islamic Revolution, over 1 million South Azerbaijani Turks were imprisoning, tortured, exiled, starved to death, and killed by Iranian racist Persian Shia government. In the last 32 years of so-called Islamic rule, oppression, despotism were multiplied by the central government, and all anti-Azerbaijani and anti-Turkish policies were intensified. Iranian operated government is literally destroying very resources of South Azerbaijan nation, making their lands desolate, unirrigable and uninhabitable, and reducing people to mere desperate, uneducated and humiliated people of second degree in Iran. The systematic and intentional process of destruction of South Azerbaijan by Iranian government. Over 60 dams were constructed on 30 rivers feeding Lake Urmu, reducing the water reduced to less than half in just few years to mountains, land, deserts of sand, threatening to destroy the whole ecology of South Azerbaijan, Eastern Turkey, and the Republic of Azerbaijan in the north. All statistics and scientific data support the fact that the Lake Urmu is dying because of international stoppage of the waters of rivers reaching it. Facts shows that in few years the tsunami of millions of tons of salt will be creating salt storm, destroying cities and lands, threatening over 15 million South Azerbaijani Turks living around Lake Urmu. It is noteworthy to mention that the most of the rivers were routed to avert the Lake Urmu, making dams to create electricity, providing Armenia with the generated power at the moment, Armenia is occupying over 20% of Republic of Azerbaijan, massacring over 50,000 innocent people and resulting in over 1 million displaced in their own country, the most in the world. The aggressor, Armenia, is supported militarily and logistically by the big brother Russia and the so-called Islamic Republic of Iran. In mid-August, Iranian so-called parliament rejected the speedy review of situation of Lake Urmu to the protest the dire situation of South Azerbaijanis, fueled streets of South Azerbaijanis in peaceful demonstration, only to be beaten, arrested, tortured, and killed in the response. Iranian racist and terrorist regime treatment of human rights activists and environmental activists resulted in more protests and popular uprising among ordinary people. Nowadays, every day there are many peaceful protests in many cities by desperate people who are losing their livelihood in their own homeland, and harsh and inhumane treatment of Iranian security forces, uniformed and plain clothes, Pastaran, which is a world-recognized terrorist organization, and affiliated Basij plainclothes forces are exacting House and South Azerbaijani cities, using even heavy weaponry and air forces. We are gathering here today to support human rights and environmental activists in South Azerbaijan, echoing their plea and their cry. Iranian apartheid government is destroying South Azerbaijan, is depopulating the area of Turkish inhabitants. We condemn Iranian terrorist government and declare, number one, Iranian occupation force to leave South Azerbaijan without any condition. Number two, we call our freedom of political prisoners and human rights activists and environmental activists. Number three, we condemn Iranian terrorist government. Number four, we call for opening and disassembling of dams, impeding the flow of river to Lake Urmu. We ask, number five, we ask all governmental and non-governmental organizations involved to officially condemn Iranian terrorist government for the inhuman and harsh treatment of peaceful people of South Azerbaijan. September 11, 2011, South Azerbaijani human rights. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot.